Well, as for this very last moment, we got another video uploaded to Amazon Photos. As I am recording this one, it hasn't been downloaded to my computer or uploaded to YouTube yet, but I did kind of get a little break there from all the hand carving and brain thinking, so finally it gets to the point where I can kind of get back on to do a little work again. Finally already did just kind of shave around all that other stuff there, and I say that well, here's my thumb protector. I was going to go looking for that, and I mean, we just kind of got a little bit more shaved off the edge just to do a little more work, and I think it's probably getting about to the point where we can kind of work on the top of the head in between the ears and kind of get a little extra work done there and kind of make it so we're going to see how this guy is going to turn out. We're going to get him done, make us see a little workful light in what we do. I say that we're taking care of the ears at the top and thinking it's going to be a little extra time, extra joy, extra work in us, and then finally there's a point where we kind of do a little thing in the back, kind of make it so we're going to draw the lines to separate the ears from the back of the neck, or carve out the lines a little bit rather, and kind of make them so they're going to come out a little bit more like the way a golden retriever's ears ought to be, and then put the time we work into it to put a little work as for the way we go. And I say this is just the way it's going to be. It's all going to turn out nice and good and slow and easy, and I say that this is just how we make it up to be. I say that this time we get the ears in, it's going to work its way around to us, make it so we're going to see the little retriever come out just as it ought to be, and finally got the ears put in. We got little places here where we got to take a little more wood out the back of the head, and it's where we kind of got the work done now. And there's going to be little things we're going to do along the way to take care of what we need to take care of and get down to what we need it to be, and then finally see the retriever just like this. We're going to round off the sides of the ears and do a little rounding off around the edges of the ears as well. So we're going to take care of little matters here, make them so they're going to see what's rounding us off and taking us to the next little level of our work. And then finally it's going to be the thing it's going to be when we get down to the very thing we need in our work to be, and then finally get it all to where it's going to finally come down, just a little shaving here and there, and get down to where we're about to be done with the ears. And so there's going to be a little part where, of course, you're going to make little mistakes along the way, and just have to find ways to cover for them. And then this is just where it's going to come out to be little puppy. And I say there's probably, well, we found a gouge here, so we can finally do a little work, put a little line in between the front two legs, to a little line to separate the front two legs. Probably got it a little bit too deep there, probably went a little too far up, but as I'm demonstrating here, but finally we can find a way to get that down a little more, so we can finally see how the retriever is going to make its way to us. And so get down to the last work, and I say here is the point where we kind of come down to the legs, and we're going to try to make little lines in here, make little separations here, and make it so it's going to come out just like it ought to be. I think there is a moment here where there's little things we work about to do. I think we're going to take a little sandpaper and start sanding him. Try to make it so we kind of get the best of the facets out, and kind of make it so it's going to see a little ways in us. I tell y'all that sometimes with a softwood like this, you can even start out with a medium roughness grit to work into them, and then we're going to take it so it's going to be so we can like kind of work our way around and make it so it's going to see brighter days, brighter ways, make it so the little puppy is going to be to where it's almost like it's on a string, and you know, you're kind of controlling it a little bit and kind of taking it where you want it to go. I say that just a little work now and then can make things seem like they're the best that you can do for them, and I say that with this little work to come along, it's going to make its way out. And I say that this is just the way we see how it all comes to be when we all get done. I say that this is just the way it's going to come out to be. Got one little fine little grit to take on next to kind of make it so it's going to be a little smoother in the end. And I say that there's probably going to be little things we can do. I think there's a few things we might have to do over in the shop just to kind of make it so it comes out a little better. I brought this rotary tool over to the couch just to do a few little simple steps with it, but I think it's going to need to make its way back to the shop so we can kind of be safe and not really be making a lot of mess. And so, for one thing, I'll tell y'all that there's one last thing we want to do. I've demonstrated this in many videos, but I have a little label that says, "I choose charity over bitterness," and kind of cut the sides off of it to make it where it's a little bit better fit for the underside of the carving. And so I say that we work along here, put the little thing underneath, and I say that it's going to be the thing that it shall be. And then I'm going to take a little, if I can find my pencil here, do a little thing where we draw a line on the front for the nose. Draw a line down the center for the mouth. Make little dots on the side for the whiskers. And then, last but not least, make 2 little dots at the top where we place the eyes. Thinking while I'm at it, might go ahead, do little demonstrations here as to how we put in the eyes and the nose. Got the rotary tool right here. Got the way to go about it, since we already got the bit in that's right for the eyes. We go ahead and put the eyes into the dog. There's one little place where we got this other bit, this little rounding thing that we use to put the nose in the top. We're going to do the work about that. And thinking I've probably made this video long enough now, think I'm going to end it here, and we'll go into the shop and do the rest of what we're going to do in the next one. Thank you for watching.